him feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke. Don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Hey, check that. Go.
Now run, it's Kenneth Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down and a yard.
70 Timberwolves.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Let's go. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. 2nd and 4. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Broken tackle. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Looking to put a drive together. And they go play action with May. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Looking to throw. May. And he's got it. Got his man on the end rail. Complete. Now 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To the air. May. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It'll wind up being the net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cowboy 80. Read our key. Go.
He'll look to throw. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
This now a 3rd and 4. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
They're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going on 4th down. May. They look in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
You're on the ball. Hey, what's up?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 40-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's May. A short one here, caught by McBride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Arizona.
hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They'll throw with May.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cards have got it back to within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Let's go now. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Okay, ready?
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second and 1 now from the 21.
Come on, 18 top.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
Crazy. Turn, what's that? Hey, what's that? Five. Crazy.
To throw, it's May. Pass complete there to Harrison. Will go down as a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Crazy, crazy. 5, crazy. 5.
Throwing here is May. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. On 4th down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. This is taken at about the 14. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got a man downfield is Horton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Hey, smash. 60 Maverick, 19 Lions. Check up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
60 Eagles, go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the RPO, he finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 9. Now they'll audible to something else. Second and 9 now. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Great. Now here goes throw. Hey, what's up? Five. Crazy.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10.
Crazy. Where was that? Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's McBride. That will signal in the timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half.
28, Cardinals 10.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And third and 8 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
The Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, May with it. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. 36 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that, down the numbers, there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 75 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Cardinals 16. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 10. We're going to throw. May. A short one here, caught by McBride. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Crazy. Hey, what's up?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To the air, May. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 tight. Go.
Back to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Trap 60. Get it. Cowboy 80. Check. 7 Pirates. Let go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
But it's 4th down.
Cougar 19. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcat.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll try to... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, they'll run it here. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Crazy.
From the shotgun, it's May. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone and sort of momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Crazy. Here we go, boys. Crazy.
Here's May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, 32 yards. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Crazy. It's 5. Crazy.
May going to try to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Practice 70 Rangers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? Liking 18. Let's go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll throw with May. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mickey Manwari. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Walker now on first and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a play fake here on first down. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw again. Complete to Likely. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
18 Cardinal.
On play action, they'll throw. And he hits him in stride. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chigakakwe taking it in. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And Parker, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw, it's May. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Straight ahead, Walker. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Timber Wolf.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short throw taken in by Conqueror. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Ready? Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Chigakakwe with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing here is May. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they go play action with May. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Where was that? Hey, what's that? 5.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces.